Hey, what's going on, guys? This is CHELINKAS, and today I'm gonna be bringing you a Yugioh Millennium Duels deck recipe. Now, before I get started with the recipe, I'm gonna give a big shout out to all those people who have subscribed to my channel as of lately. My channel's gonna be based on Millennium Duels deck recipes. Maybe I'll be posting a few gameplays and whatnot, but that's about that. So let's go ahead and get started with the recipe. Now, first of all, we're gonna be playing 3 King Barbaros. Now, this is an amazing card. It combines really well with Skilled Ring. You know, you should play it. It's really amazing. It's 1900 beater, and when Skilled Ring's on the field, it's becoming a 3000. So now, second stop will be 3 card D. Now, this really helps your deck a lot. Even when Skilled Ring goes in the deck, his effect doesn't get negated because it goes straight up to the graveyard, right? Now, next 3 cards will be 3 Great Keepers Commanding. Right now, basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna get rid of your commander to get your Necro Valleys out. Now, Necro Valley doesn't allow any monsters that's on the graveyard to move out of the graveyard. So basically, your opponent cannot remove from play from the graveyard. So that's a really good card. So next stop will be 3 Malefic Serpent Dragon. Now, this card is one of the new cards in the game. Now, this card combines really well with Deck Devastation Virus and Epidemic Virus. Now, so that's about that. The same thing goes along with Malefic Stardust Dragon. So these 6 cards are really amazing on this deck. Number 1, because their effect, the original effect, that if you don't have a field card, they cannot be summoned. But if you have a Skilled Ring on the deck, on the field, you basically can remove a Cybernet Dragon and go to town. It's a 4000 beater, nobody can stop it. That's enough said about it. The same thing with Malefic Stardust Dragon. It's a 2500 beater. When you have a Skilled Ring on the field, it cannot be stopped. So next and last monster will be Thunder Kirao. Now, pretty much Thunder Kirao has been limited to 1. The reason why is just because it's just too good to do what he does. Then on the magic cards will be a Dark Hole, pretty staple. Now, I was playing a Dimensional Official. Basically, this deck revolves all about, you know, having your beaters on the field and having your opponent have no cards on the graveyard whatsoever. So it's limited to 1, basically, just because it's too good. You know, most of the time, effect monsters will be from the graveyard. Once you have to remove those monsters, your opponent can't do anything. Next card will be Forbidden Lands. This basically will protect your monsters against magic and trap cards once they're activated. So you basically go protect yourself against Bottomless, Dimensional Prison, Mirror Force, Sakuretsu, all kind of annoying stuff that your opponent may play with you. Now, the next 2 cards will be Necro Valley. It's explanatory. You pretty much have 3 Great Keeper Servant. Basically, you have 3 of these cards. It's more likely you're gonna draw 1 on your turn. If you don't, then use the effect. But it gives, on top of that, it gives your opponent, it gives your Great Keepers 500 attack points. So basically, it becomes a 2500 beater. So it's pretty much about it. And next will be have 3 Pot of Dualities, right? This deck doesn't revolve a lot of special summon. Basically, what you want to play this card is just when you're about to set up for the combo. Basically, the combo will be Great Keeper Servant, Necro Valley, Malefic Cyber Dragon, or Malefic Stardust Dragon. So that's pretty much about it. The next one and final magic card will be a Royal Tribute. Royal Tribute definitely wrecks your opponent monster, and the reason why, because I play this deck so many times that every time I play Necro Valley along with this card, I definitely destroy my opponent's hands, because people will not be seeing that coming. Even if it's a 1, it's still really destructive. Now, that's about it. The next one will be a Bottom Strap Hole, pretty staple. Compulsory Evacuation Device. That pretty much will save you in case you don't have the Forbidden Lands. It will save your Malefic and Cybernet Dragons. As you matter of fact, we're running 3 of those. Now, the next 2 cards will be Deck Devastation Virus. Hey guys, remember a long time ago, Crush Virus was the shit. Deck Devastation Virus, it's just as broken as Crush Virus. The reason why you have 6 targets for it, and you can pretty much wreck your opponent monsters as much as you possibly can. Your opponent, and as a matter of fact, most of the decks are still running 1500 or less monsters, which their effects are triggered from the graveyard. That's the reason why you're playing Dimensional Fissure. Once you have that, pretty much your opponent is over with. It's done with. So now the next two cards will be Two-Dimensional Prison. Your opponent pretty much, you know, Stardust Dragon is useless in this format, so it's the reason why you have to play that. Why not? Next card we have Epidemic Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Now you have 6 targets, the same reason you have 6 targets for Deck Devastation Virus. Now most of the time I would call magic cards, because magic cards on this card are really stupid and broken as hell, but depending on the situation you are in, it's up to you what you want to call. Most of the time, like I said, I would call magic cards. It's just because it's really amazing with it. Next card will be Macrocosmos. Pretty much remove every card that your opponent discards to the graveyard. So pretty much you go by Macrocosmos with Dimensional Fissure and Royal Tribute. This pretty much will be your opponent with no cards on his hand, and pretty much you will know exactly what to do. Next card will be a Sixth Sense. Now this card, it is amazing. It is amazing. Is that it's a give it or take card. Most of the time, what I recommend to call is 5 and 4, 4 and 5. You know, the worst that can happen is 1, 2, 3, or 6. So I have it. You know, it's up to you whether you want to play it or not. But I played it most of the time. I call 4 and 5, and when I do, I get 4. So that's about it. The next card will be the main card of the deck. The 3 Skills Drains. Right now, Skills Drain, it just completely shut down your opponent deck in any way and possible form that can ever happen. Skills Drain combines very well with Beastkin, Barbaros, with Malefic and Dragon, Stardust, Malefic, Dragon. It's just really good card roll. And then last one and final trap card will have Solemn Warning. We don't have Solemn Judgment anymore, but this card is as good as the game gets. It pretty much negates any summon on any means, right? So that's about it. I'm gonna show you my extra deck. Now for your extra deck, you're gonna play 3 Cybernet Dragon just because of the Malefic and Dragon, 3 Stardust Dragon pretty much. Now you have the new monsters, the XYZ, Diamond, Direwolf, the Cowboy, Heretic, number 50, Crazy Box, number 88, Photo. Yeah, this one over here. This card. I'm gonna give you a little bit details about this card. Now this card, you can't get it that often, but once you do, it's really amazing. You detach the material and you inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent, and you have this one over here. I love this card. Most of the time I will get it out with the King Barbaros. I mean, it pretty much negates. You discard one, you detach one XYZ material and negates, and this card is unaffected by any card on the field. So basically, Mirror Force, Dimensional Prism, fucking Dark Hole, all that shit does not gonna work with him. That's about it. Next will be my side deck. My side deck is a little bit standard of pretty much what the Mad Eyes is right now. So pretty much with 2 Attack Veils, 2 Maxis, triple Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, a little bit of details about why I play 3 Mystical Space Typhoon on my side deck and not on my main deck. It's just because back row is just overrated right now. If your opponent keep playing back rows over and over, you pretty much can side deck this. I would recommend if you're gonna side deck, I would say take the 6 cents out, 1 Devi, and 1 Dimensional Prism. That's my recommendations for you guys. You have Debunk. Pretty much this says the Gores, go fuck off. Yeah, the E-Rulers. Every monster that activates from the hand or the graveyard, it goes removed right off the bat. Now you have 1 Full House. Now this card is really amazing. I love this card. Pretty much combined with any face-up magic or trap cards you have on the field. Pretty much against back rows. Now you have Overwork. Now there's a new deck that's called Fire Thieves that pretty much rely on the magic cards. Now the thing about this card is amazing. None of your cards get affected by it, but your opponent, if they have any monsters that overpass the original attack, pretty much this card will wreck them. Yeah, Soul Drain, that pretty much is just avoid any monster from the graveyard to be coming back. This pretty much goes along with frogs, dragons, any monster, plants that comes out from the graveyard. That's gonna stop them. You have a Torrential, that's staple, and you have Vanity, Emptiness. Now this card, it's a give it or take, but what I'll say it's just that it's good to have it on the side deck. You better have it not needed and need it when you don't have it. So that's pretty much about the deck. So I'm gonna give you guys the little bit through about the deck. Probably gonna be posting a different recipe as of tomorrow. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you do, please leave a like and a comment and favorite this video. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy and have a nice day.